Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to an afternoon edition of Glenwood basketball here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. The kids are out of school, and we have got an afternoon contest for you against the 1A Wadley Lady Bulldogs taking on the Lady Gators of Glenwood. Fresh off of 2 wins at the Border Wars, the Glenwood Lady Gators are back in action once again here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast. Happy New Year to everybody out there. Wadley comes in with a 2-3 record. The Glenwood Lady Gators with a 7-6 record after getting wins over Marion County and Chatco. We are glad that you are joining us. We're going to go and take our first break. When we come back, we're going to have the starting lineups and the start of this game right here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia, Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Our family at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika would like to say thank you. It has been our great pleasure to serve the people of Alabama and Georgia for over 32 years. Our family-owned dealership is blessed to have some of the best employees and customers. From all of us at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we wish all of you a wonderful holiday season and a great 2025. Get ready to smile.
back here at the pit. We got a little bit of a delay, about 4 minutes to tip off as we had the JV game going, and it went a little bit over. We got a pretty decent-sized crowd for a Monday afternoon. If you're not doing anything in the area, just come on out to the pit and catch some Glenwood basketball. Here's the upcoming schedule. They're going to go down to Dothan on Friday to take on Northeast Methodist, and then they'll be back here at the pit against Pike Liberal Arts. We will not live stream that game because we are live streaming another game, but if you're in the area, I know a lot of people are still on vacation for Christmas break. Just come on out to the pit and see an old rival in the AHSAA. All right, here are the starters for the visiting Wadley Lady Bulldogs. We got Hannah Spradling, Bentley Mulkey, Serpita Screws, Kalia Shepard, and the leading scorer who averages 22 points a game, Amaya Brown. For the Glenwood Lady Gators, Mimi Johnson, Emerson White, Claire Crisco, Bobby Taylor Brazil, and Claire Graham. As we get ready for tip-off here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're about 3 minutes away from the actual tip of the game. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and play some more commercials. When we come back, we're going to have the start of this game. It's coming up here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff
Our
Gordon.
family at Glenn
Here at
Smith
Gordy
Chevrolet,
Acura, we've been serving
GMC,
the
and
Bi-City
Opelika
community
would
for
like to
17
say
years.
thank you.
As a
It has
former
been
state
our great
championship
pleasure to
quarterback,
serve the people
I
of
love the
Alabama
fact that I
and
can watch
Georgia for
local
over
high school
32
athletics
years.
come to
Our
my own
family-owned
home.
dealership
So it
is
was a
blessed to
no-brainer
have
to
some of the
support
best
Georgia Alabama
employees
Sports
and
Live
customers.
and what they do
From
for
all
young
of us at
athletes.
Glenn Smith Chevrolet,
And without
GMC,
business
and
like
Opelika,
yourself,
we
Gordy
wish
Eye
all of
Care,
you a
none of our
wonderful
coverage would be
holiday
possible
season
to be
and a
able to
great
cover the 16 different high
2025. Get
schools,
ready
the local
to
colleges,
smile.
and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Just keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Just keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy.
Welcome back here to Glenwood as we are moments away from tip-off. The Glenwood Lady Gators, fresh off of 2 wins in the Border Wars. Wins over Marion County and Chattahoochee County. And Glenwood comes in with a record of 7-6 overall, taking on a non-region opponent that plays in the AHSAA 1A. They're out of Randolph County, just up the road. And you're going towards Wadley. Wadley is just off to the left. Yeah, they got Wes Hargrove as the PA announcer. He's going to go ahead and announce the starters. All right, let's get ready to tip things off. We are underway. Wadley wins the tip. And 7 seconds went off the clock. It'll be Glenwood basketball. And Mimi Johnson, who is the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game, has the ball. That shot by Claire Crisco is no good. And Wadley coming up with the rebound. A little floater goes out of play. That was Amaya Brown, the leading scorer for Wadley. And Glenwood has the basketball. No score here from the pit. We already had the JV boys play earlier today. We'll have the varsity boys taking on Wadley. That will come up approximately 5:30. It's an early start, just like the Opelika game during Thanksgiving break. The kids are out of school. They're going to have these games as early as possible. There's a shot by Bobby Taylor, Brazil. There's a three-pointer by Emerson White. Back of the iron, no good. Fighting for the ball, and it goes out of play. Yeah, it's going to stay right here with the Lady Gators. Wadley's only played 5 games this year. Not a busy schedule. Here's a little floater off the glass. And Emerson White is going to go to the line for 2. Emerson White, the junior, who is known for hitting a big shot in the fourth quarter against Lee Scott Academy in the AHSAA state championship last year. She misses the first. And she makes the second. So Glenwood leads 1-0. Amaya Brown over to, that is Mulkey. And Wadley leads 2-1. Puts up a shot as Mimi Johnson. She'll be fouled, and Mimi Johnson will go to the line. But before that, we got ourselves a timeout. First timeout of the game. 6:35 left to go here in the first. As we'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock, and their partnership with everything that we do. And without businesses like Buffalo Rock, we wouldn't be able to go cover softball, volleyball games, every type of high school sport you can think of, local college games, and professional. So thank you to those businesses that support us, and specifically Buffalo Rock. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast after a nice long day, why not enjoy it with a nice refreshing Sorry? The best lemon lime soda around. Thank you to Sorry and Buffalo Rock for our partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Georgia Alabama.
Back here at Glenwood, Mimi Johnson missed the first foul shot. And she makes 1 of 2. So all the points for the Lady Gators have been from the line. They are currently 2 for 4. And there's a steal by Emerson White. Here comes Mimi Johnson on a fast break. That's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Wadley. Mimi Johnson taking over as the point guard for the injured Hallie Palmore. Out for the season, injured in the first game against Notasulga. That's going to be a moving screen off Glenwood, and Wadley is going to get the basketball back. Spradling with it. Amaya Brown, stolen by Bobby Taylor, Brazil. Amy Johnson takes it across the timeline. There's a little pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by Claire Graham. Graham, rebound. Brazil off the glass and in. And Bobby Taylor Brazil with 2 points. There's a shot. That's a little short. That was by Serpita Screws. Screws off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Brazil. Amy Johnson. Shot, no good by White. Rebounded by Spradling, out of play. That's going to stay right here with the Lady Bulldogs, trailing 4-2 with 5:12 left to go here in the first. Nice inbounds pass, which is good by Amaya Brown, ties the score at 4. Amaya Brown, she is the leading scorer for the Lady Bulldogs. Averages 22 points a game. Johnson, back over to Crisco. Inside, that was intended for Claire Graham. It's going to stay right here with the Lady Gators. BB Johnson on the inbounds. Back over to Emerson White. White, a three-pointer. It's short. Trying to save it was Mimi Johnson, but it's going to go back to the Lady Bulldogs. Glenwood 7-6 on the season after 2 wins in the Border Wars. They've also had wins over Valley, Notasulga, they're just trying to get a feel for the AHSAA, and they'll start region play in a couple of weeks. We had a chance to see Lee Scott Academy in the Border Wars. We also saw Beulah, so we had 3 region opponents that were featured in the Border Wars. The only region opponent we didn't have was Dadeville. Claire Hargrove checking into the game. Ellie Moody also in the game. Ava Burns. There's Moody. That's Henderson. Back out to Moody. We got a whistle. Wonder if that's a foul. That's going to be a foul away from the ball. Also, Rory Dunbar checking in. Coach Purdue has a brand new starting 5 in there. Oh, and look at Glenwood forcing a turnover. That's going to be a jump ball, but it's going to go right to Wadley. A good job by Wadley getting in on that to get the jump ball. 4:01 left to go here in the first. And that was almost stolen. Back out to the top of the key is Ella Towler. And that is going to be stolen by Ava Burns. Here comes Henderson. That's going to be a foul on Wadley. We've had a lot of fouls early on here in this first quarter. And that is the 4th team foul on Wadley. One more, Glenwood will be in the bonus. Claire Hargrove's going to inbounds it. Hargrove. Dunbar. Inside. Moody off the glass and in. I tell you, Moody has been a surprise this year. She has contributed. She's 3rd on the team in scoring. Having a fantastic season so far for Coach Purdue's bunch. Glenwood leads early on here, 6-4. Really just had the one-day rest from the Border Wars. Having to play once again. Nice pass Over to Moody. Looking for Burns. Burns back over to Moody. Moody dribbling, pull up, jumper, no good. And that's going to be rebounded by Dunbar, no good. Henderson trying to grab the loose ball. That's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go into Glenwood's favor. Henderson over to Moody, no good. Rebounded by Shepard. Here comes Wadley trying to tie the score. Pull up jumper by Brown off the glass and in. Brown has got 4 points. Amaya Brown, 5'6" senior. Moody, and that was intended for Burns. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover for Glenwood. Amaya Brown with it. Glenwood trying the press. And Hanley trying to break the press, but here comes Henderson. Little transition for Glenwood. Henderson pulls down the offensive rebound. Looking for Burns. Burns is going to take it back to the top of the key. Over to Henderson. Henderson now at the logo. Remember, no shot clock in Alabama. Both teams are used to this. Burns, double team. Wadley trying to go for the trap. Henderson does a good job breaking it down. Shot, no good. And rebounding is Claire Hargrove. Inside to Dunbar. Dunbar off the glass, no good. Henderson looked like she got fouled, but right there is Moody, and Moody finally gets fouled. It's a good hustle play. That was actually a loose ball. That was away from the basket. I think Wadley's going to get this basketball. But we got a timeout. 1:53 left to go here in the first quarter. We are tied up at 6 apiece as you're watching high school basketball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock, and their partnership with everything that we do. And without business like Buffalo Rock, we wouldn't be able to go cover softball, volleyball games.
So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes.
So thank you to those businesses. And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover these 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5122.
Back here at Glenwood, Wadley with another turnover. We've seen a lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers early on in this game. As we'd like to wish you a happy new year. This will be the final broadcast of 2024. As far as live streaming a game. Don't forget, Thrip Barringer and I will have a special New Year's edition of the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show that's coming up later tonight. And that pass and shot is good by Claire Hargrove. And she gets the foul. She hears it from the crowd, too. Yeah, we got a lane violation. That shot wouldn't have counted. That was off of Glenwood. Kalia Shepard is going to inbounds it over to Amaya Brown. Oh, a good save by Brown. That's stolen by the Kushmar. He gets the shot, and it's now 10-6. Coach Purdue putting his reserves in. They're seeing valuable minutes here in the first quarter. Looks like that foul's going to be on Glenwood. One more foul, they will be in the bonus. Shot is up and good by Amaya Brown. She has got 6 points. Fantastic player for Wadley. Inside to Dunbar. We're going to get a foul on Wadley. Dunbar is going to go to the line with 50 seconds left to go here in the first. And she misses the first. And she makes one of two. Coming into the game is Caroline Brazil. Shepard. Over to Mulkey. Brown. Bounce pass. Inside. Oh, she missed the shot. That was Screws missing the shot. Glenwood with the rebound. Here comes Henderson. Double team. Puts up a shot, and she traveled. 28 seconds left to go here in the first. Wadley down by 3, can hold for the final shot. Amaya Brown is going to inbounds it. Those are a good job just getting it off, trying to get a shot. Amaya Brown for 3 and ties it. Amaya Brown has got 9 points. She just ties it up. Hargrove driving the lane. Inside to Moody, stolen. 6 seconds. 5, Amaya Brown with the ball. 3, Brown puts up a shot, off the glass, no good. And after 1, we are tied here at the pit. It's Glenwood 11, Wadley 11. As you're watching high school basketball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports
Our
Live
family at
wants to say
Glenn
thank you to one
Smith
of our
Chevrolet
presenting
GMC in
sponsors, Buffalo
Opelika
Rock,
would like
and
to
their
say thank
partnership
you.
with
It has been
everything
our
that we
great
do.
pleasure to
And
serve the
without
people of
business
Alabama
like
and
Buffalo
Georgia
Rock,
for
we
over
wouldn't be able to
32
go cover
years.
softball,
Our
volleyball
family-owned
games.
dealership is
Every
blessed
type
to
of high
have some of the
school sports,
best
you can think of, local
employees
college
and
games, and
customers
professional.
from all of us
So
at
thank
Glenn
you to
Smith
those
Chevrolet
businesses that
GMC
support
in
us, and
Opelika.
specifically
We wish all of
Buffalo
you
Rock.
a wonderful
And next time you're
holiday
watching
season
Georgia
and a
Alabama
great
Sports Live broadcast,
2025.
after a
Get
nice
ready to
long day,
smile.
why not enjoy it with a nice, refreshing story?
Welcome back here to Glenwood. All knotted up at 11. There's a happy new year to everybody. The final sporting event that we are going to be live streaming here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live for 2024. We'll pick things back up in 2025. Got a big game this Friday. Pacelli and Dothan boys at the Land. Mimi Johnson got the starters back in there for Glenwood. All 5 starters in there. Wadley with the ball. Left point, Shepard. Swings it over to Towler. Top of the key, Screws. Towler, Screws, baseline. Guarded by Graham. Bounce pass intended for Brown. That's going to be out of bounds. Brown's foot was on the line, and Glenwood gets the basketball. Good defensive sequence by Glenwood. Trying to stop the scorer, Amaya Brown, who's got 9 points in this game. She has just been a phenomenal offensive player. Averages 22 points a game for Wadley. Johnson over in the corner. Brazil, short. Rebound, Brazil. Puts it off the glass and in. Bobby Taylor Brazil, who averages 12 a game. Also the leading rebounder for Glenwood, and that's going to be a foul on Mimi Johnson. And Amaya Brown is going to go to the line. Glenwood 7-6 on the season. This Friday they will take on Northeast Methodist back here at the pit Saturday for Pike Liberal Arts. That shot is good by Brown. The 5'6" senior for Wadley's got 10 points. A little hesitation on the foul shot. She misses it. We got a lane violation. That's the second lane violation by Glenwood. Amaya Brown's going to get another crack at this. Actually, nope, the refs changed their mind. They talked it over. Brown's got 10 points. Glenwood up by 1. Wadley trying to go for the full court press. That pass intended for Clara Christigo goes out of bounds, and Wadley with the basketball once again. Brown pass to Sprouting, and she traveled. Coming up next, we've got the Wadley boys taking on the Glenwood boys. I know Glenwood had a late night Saturday night. Noah Shelton was on the call. What a fantastic finish. Inside, Brazil, no good. Rebounded by Claire Graham. Graham with the double team. Emerson White, nice pass to Brazil, and she gets fouled. Cleaning up the glass. Good second chance effort. Good awareness by Emerson White. Bobby Taylor Brazil is going to go to the line for 2. So Noah Shelton was on the call late Saturday night. Glenwood did fall to Chatco. Glenwood was without starting forward Mason McCrane. They also didn't have Makai Simpson or Jermaine Brown in the lineup either, as Brazil misses them both. Glenwood holds on to their 1-point lead. Here comes Wadley, three-pointer off the mark. That was out of bounds, and Glenwood once again with the basketball. So Chatco actually went 2-0 in the Border Wars. Champ Simpson, the former Carver Tiger, got the game-winning shot. As that is, that looked like it was going in. It rattles out. It's going to stay right here with the Bulldogs. No, it's going to stay right here with Glenwood, actually. Crisco inside to Johnson. Johnson, left hand, rattles in and out, no good. Rebounded by Maya Brown. Here comes Brown. Oh, good steal by Claire Graham. Diving for the loose ball, picking it up. Oh, man, it's just some tussling down on the hardwood. That's going to be a foul, another foul on Wadley, and Emerson White's going to go to the line. White will shoot 2. An outstanding volleyball player for Coach Kayla Strength, and a softball player for Coach McConnell. Yeah, most of these players for Glenwood are 2-sport, 3-sport athletes. White makes them both. It's back to a 3-point lead for Glenwood. Oh, stolen by Mimi Johnson. She's got one-on-one, Euro step, good! Largest lead of the game for Glenwood. They're up 17-12. Spradling goes out of play. It will be off of Glenwood. Mulkey with it. Stole it. Crisco. They don't have the numbers. Oh, what a steal by Amaya Brown. Brown all the way and no good, but she does draw the foul. For a second there, I thought that was an and one. From here, it looked like it was going in. It kind of reminded me of that field goal last night, that the 56-yarder looked like it was dead on. And she misses. Brown misses the first. And she makes the second. It is now 17-13. Mimi Johnson takes it across the timeline. Being guarded by Shepard. White, Brazil inside. No good. Nice rebound by Henderson. That is no good. That's going to be rebounded by Robertson. 4:45 left to go here in the second. Brown, pass over to Sprouting. Back over to Brown. Brown for three. Back of the arm, no good. Offensive rebound by Sprouting. That is short by Brentley Mulkey, but another offensive rebound, and Glenwood ends up getting the steal. As Henderson, that almost got poked away, and that goes out of play, and Glenwood is going to hang on to the basketball. Mimi Johnson takes it across the logo. Being guarded by Spratty. Over to White, inside to Graham. Graham got a double team and a jump ball. It's got to stay right here with the Lady Gators. Leading 17-13. Are the refs saying, yeah, it is Glenwood. Graham will inbounds it. Maya Brown. Good defense there. Johnson inbounds it. Over to Henderson. Henderson, jumper, rattles in and out. No good. Rebounded. Eventually picked up by Maya Brown. All alone. Bulky, no good. Oh, what a block by Mimi Johnson. She got all ball. That was a textbook block. Here comes Johnson. Pull-up jumper. Good. Mimi Johnson has got 5. I think she's got 7. But it is 19-13 with 3:37 left to go. As this broadcast is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Gordy Eye Care, CVCC, Zaxby's, Pepsi, Chattahoochee Valley Community College. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Graham, back out top of the key to White. Swings it over to Henderson. Henderson back to White. A long pass to Mimi Johnson for 3. Good! Mimi Johnson with 8 points. And it is now a 9-point lead for Glenwood. Oh, tipping it away. Pass over to Shepard. No good. Spradling, rather. Over to Johnson. Here comes Mimi Johnson. A little miscommunication. .252 left to go in the half. Towler with it, out of play. Gonna stay right here with the Lady Bulldogs. Out of Wadley, Alabama. They are an AHSAA single A team. That is stolen by Dunbar. Their football team won the single A state championship. Mimi Johnson, up and in. Mimi Johnson in double figures has got 10 points. She's starting to heat up, and a steal by Moody. It's a 2-on-1 fast break. Moody, rebounded by Henderson. No good. Rebounded by Brown. Actually, no, that's not rebounded by Brown. That's rebounded by Spratting. And it's going to go back to Wadley with 2:13 left to go here in the second quarter. Claire Crisco coming back into the game as Emerson White takes a breather. Got quite a few fans from Wadley making the trip up Highway 431. It's over there in Randolph County. And Clara Crisco dives for the loose ball, picks up his Lily Moody. Here comes a 3-on-1. Moody up and in. Lily Moody with a little finger roll. And it's a 13-point lead for Glenwood. Stolen by Dunbar. Here comes Henderson. Crisco. And she walked. Yeah, the Wadley coach, Coach Burns, wants to call a timeout as Glenwood leads Wadley 26-13 with 1:44 left to go here in the first half. We'll be back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports
Our
Live
family
is proud
at
to
Glenn
partner
Smith
with one of our
Chevrolet
presenting
GMC
sponsors,
in
Buffalo
Opelika
Rock.
would like
And
to
without
say
this
thank you.
partnership,
It has
it would
been
be
our
hard
great
to be able
pleasure
to
to
live
serve the
stream
people
all
of
the different
Alabama
sporting
and
events in
Georgia
high
for
school,
over 32
colleges,
years.
and local
Our
professional
family-owned
teams
dealership
every
is blessed
single
to
week
have some
like
of
we
the
do.
best
So we thank
employees
Buffalo
and
Rock for their
customers.
support
From
of
all of
Georgia
us at
Alabama
Glenn
Sports
Smith
Live.
Chevrolet
And next time
GMC
you're
in
watching the Georgia Alabama
Opelika, we
Sports
wish
Live
all of you a
broadcast,
wonderful
make sure you're
holiday
drinking a nice,
season and a
refreshing
great
Pepsi.
2025. Get ready to smile.
Delicious. Thank you.
Back here at Glenwood, largest lead of the contest for the Lady Gators. Oh, they got to be careful that wasn't stolen. There's a three-pointer. No good. That shot attempt was by Hope Jones. It's going to be a foul on Glenwood. That will be their third team foul. As Spradling will inbounds it. There's top of the key. That is Mulkey off the back of the iron. No good. Here comes Henderson. Henderson all the way to the rack and in. Caden Henderson, the freshman, gives Glenwood a 28-13 lead. Past Amaya Brown. Brown, and she'll get fouled. Brown will go to the line where she is 1 for 4. 25% free throw percentage for the leading scorer for the Wadley Lady Bulldogs, Amaya Brown. And she makes the first. And then coming back into the game is Charrington Kushmar, the 5'6" sophomore. And Brown makes them both. She's got 12 points. Here comes Johnson. Johnson being guarded by Spratting. Over to Crisco in the corner. Moody, play fake, shakes off the defenders. That shot is no good by Kushmar, and it's going to be rebounded by Amaya Brown. Here comes Wadley on a fast break. No good. Hit the glass, didn't even touch the rim. Rebounded by Crisco. Here comes Mimi Johnson pushing it. Johnson, that's going to be a foul. That is not going to be a shooting foul. She tried to pass it to a teammate. Could have maybe made a shooting motion to try to get the shooting foul. But we got less than a minute to go. Here's Clara Crisco. Inside to Moody. Moody, it's short. That's going to be rebounded by Maddie Robertson, and that's going to be a jump ball. Jump ball is going to go back to Wadley with 34 seconds left to go. Wadley trying to come back into this game down 28-15. Coach Purdue has had a healthy mixture of putting in reserves and resting starters at the right time. A very good rotation. Trying to finish out this game. And that pass, a little too much mustard on it for Serpita Screws. And 24 seconds left. And Glenwood with the ball. Over to Kushner. Back over to Johnson. Mimi Johnson, pull-up jumper, good. Mimi Johnson with 12 points. And it's stolen, Mimi Johnson, and she's got 14. And it's 32-15, and that was the final shot of the first half. Glenwood up 32-15 over Wadley. We'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Just keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Hi,
Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink. From amazing salads, wings, chicken fingers, and some of the best drinks around, there isn't a better way to enjoy our broadcast without getting some fantastic meals from Zaxby's. Check out the two here in Phoenix City, one off Crawford Road and the other on US 80. Thank you again to Zaxby's for sponsoring Georgia-Alabama Sports Live, and make sure you call them for all your catering and tailgating needs this football season.
Our family at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika would like to say thank you. It has been our great pleasure to serve the people of Alabama and Georgia for over 32 years. Our family-owned dealership is blessed to have some of the best employees and customers. From all of us at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we wish all of you a wonderful holiday season and a great 2025. Get ready to smile. Our family.
My name is Quinteria Perry, and this is my CVCC story. I've graduated from CVCC with my associates in medical assistant, and I received my certification from CVCC. The training that I got from CVC and being prepared to come and do clinicals helped tremendously. I started looking at scholarships, and the Ambassador Scholarship was interesting to me because you did events to earn your scholarship and you meet people. My favorite part about my job is meeting patients every day. They will crack me up every day. They make my day better. I would recommend CVCC to anyone that asks because of the scholarships, the teachers, the small stuff that you can't get at a university. They actually take the time out for each student.
Welcome back to the half. Glenwood leads Wadley 32-15. The leading scorer for Glenwood is Mimi Johnson. She's got 14 points. Leading scorer for Wadley is Amaya Brown with 12 points. We're about a minute and a half left to go to the start of this second half. Glenwood trying to pick up their 8th win of the season and get ready for a trip down to Dothan on Friday to take on Northeast Methodist, and then back here at the pit against Pike Liberal Arts. Tip-off at 2 in the afternoon, as this is a holiday special. Kids are out of school, so might as well get an early start on these basketball games. I know the kids like the early start. I know I do. Glenwood will have the basketball to start the second half, up 32-15. There's Crisco inside of Brazil. That shot is short. Graham with the rebound. The double team, a little move, and makes the shot. Count the bucket. Claire Graham going to the line for the three-point play. And Graham makes it. It's a 20-point lead for Glenwood. Comes Mulkey. Over to Spratting. Back to Mulkey. Left wing. Inside to Screws. Screws back over to Spratting. Mulkey almost lost it. Bounce pass to Spratting. Screws. Amaya Brown driving the lane. She forced that one. Rebounded by Claire Graham. Here comes Mimi Johnson, the leading scorer with 14 points. Nice pass inside. Emerson White. Graham with the quick double team. Crisco scoops it up, pulls up, jumper no good, and it was deflected by Wadley. It's going to stay right here with the Lady Gators. Mimi Johnson gets ready to inbounds it. Back over to Emerson White. Back to Claire Crisco for three. No good. Rebounded by Brazil, and it rattles in and out. That's going to be rebounded by Screws. Here comes Wadley. Trying to find a way to get back into this game. It seems that they committed a lot of turnovers. Shots weren't starting to fall, and you're going to have to try to get offense from another player rather than Amaya Brown, because she's got 12 points. The offense has got to come somewhere, as that's a nice pass to Bobby Taylor Brazil. It's 37-15. Leading scorer on the season, Bobby Taylor Brazil, averages 12 points a game. Back over to Mulkey. Amaya Brown swings it around. Spalding, Brown, pull-up jumper, no good. And that goes right into the hands of Claire Crisco. Doesn't have the numbers, but Crisco pulls up a shot. Mimi Johnson with the rebound. Brazil, point-blank range jumper. Good rebound by Mimi Johnson. Here comes Emerson White with a big shot. Rattles in and out, no good. Oh, what a job ripping the rebound. Crisco swings it over to Johnson. Johnson for three. Back of the iron, no good. That's going to be rebounded by Mulkey. And here comes Wadley on a fast break. Mulkey. That was going to be a foul on Claire Crisco. Could have gone either way, but they're going to call that one on Crisco. And Mulkey's going to go to the line for 2. Seriously thought that was going to be a charge. Yeah, Mulkey makes the first one. Misses the second. Rebounded by Graham. Here comes Johnson. Back over to Crisco. Crisco, bounce pass. Johnson driving the lane. Gets her own rebound, but lost it. It's going to go back to Wadley. Glenwood with a comfortable lead, but they've just got to make sure that Wadley doesn't go on a run. Amaya Brown is a player that could really get going for the Lady Bulldogs. As Mimi Johnson's shot is no good. Bobby Taylor Brazil, rebound, no good. And Amaya Brown with the rebound, trying to push it up the floor. Bounce pass. Mulkey, good. What a pass by Amaya Brown to get Bentley Mulkey, the 5'6" freshman, involved. And it's now 37-18. Johnson being guarded by Spradling. Right wing, corner, Brazil, back over to Johnson. Pass, Claire Crisco, corner 3, good! Claire Crisco getting going, her first 3 of the game. And it is now 40-18, Glenwood on top. Over to Mulkey. Back over, Amaya Brown, short, rebounded, Screws, up and in. Good job by Serpita Screws, the 5'7" freshman, getting the offensive rebound and the putback. Here comes Crisco again, good! That's her second 3 of the game, and she's starting to heat up. You remember that game, NBA Jam? Possibly. I remember playing that one as a kid. After 2 make shots in a row, starts getting on fire. There's a rebound by Clara Crisco. Crisco, one-on-one. And it goes out of play. And something wrong with the clock, but we actually reset it back. There's actually 3:39. I know people that are watching noticed that the clock was not working, but we got that fixed. Nice pass to Amaya Brown. Good assist by Kalia Shepard. And it is 43-22. Here comes Johnson. Top of the key, Clara Crisco. No good. Rebounded by Emerson White, and she gets fouled. And Emerson White going to go to the line for 2. And she misses the first. Coach Burns is going to get some subs in at the next dead ball. And she misses the second. Wadley down 43-22. The 8th grader, Hannah Sprouting, at the logo. Almost got it stolen by Mimi Johnson. That was a good press defense by the senior, who's really done a great job stepping in for the injured Hallie Palmore, who's out for the season. Injured in the first game of the season against Notasulga. It's over to Hope Jones. Jones, 3-pointer is off the mark. And Glenwood with the basketball. 2:48 left to go here in the third. Don't forget, that we've got the Glenwood Gators coming up, taking on the Wadley Bulldogs. Over to Mimi Johnson for three, and hits it. Mimi Johnson with 17 points. I mean, she was the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game in the Border Wars as Amaya Brown, no good. Rebounded by Towler. Back over to Jones. Hope Jones off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Graham. Here comes Johnson. Being guarded by Spratting. Johnson just driving the lane, and good. And Wadley wants a timeout. Glenwood with 2 minutes to go here in the third. Lead 48-22. It's a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. Just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Thank you so much for supporting Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We had an incredible 2024, live streaming just about everything from basketball to baseball to flag football to wrestling to volleyball to archery and, of course, football. We've had our Georgia Alabama Sports Live shows, coaches shows. It's just been a fantastic 2024, and we look forward to doing more in 2025. Don't forget, later tonight, 8 o'clock, Thrip Barrage and I will be there for the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show, the final show of 2024. That is coming up at 8 o'clock tonight. Looking forward to that one. Here comes Amaya Brown. Over to Jones. Jones in the corner for Robertson. Back to Jones. Spratting gets it over to Towler. Towler, Amaya Brown gets fouled. Back out, three-pointer, good. That was Hope Jones for three. Here comes Henderson over to Burns. Burns, right wing to Henderson, inside to Ellie Moody. Back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Amaya Brown. She gets tied up. Jump ball. It's going back to Glenwood. With 1:16 left to go here in the third. Amaya Brown across the logo. Over to Jones. Bounce pass to Spratting. Stolen by Hargrove. Over to Henderson. Shot good by Rory Dunbar. And Glenwood has put up a 50 spot with less than a minute to go here in the third. It's a 25-point lead for the Lady Gators. Inside over to Spratting. Back over to Brown. Brown. And there's going to be a reach in. Brown. And we got another foul. Another three-pointer by Jones is no good. And we're going to get another jump ball with 18 seconds left to go here in the third. It will go back to Glenwood. They could hold for the final shot here of the third. As Coach Purdue has got his subs in the game. Got a young bench of newcomers this year. Having to replace three key leaders on your team, three seniors that went on to graduate. TK Davis, Anna Grace Griggs, and Olivia Slocum, part of that championship team that won the AHSAA championship, final year in the AHSAA, beating Lee Scott Academy for the 5th time. I mean, they say it's hard to beat a team twice, but they beat them 5 times. All right, we got one more quarter to go. Glenwood leads Wadley 50-25. They are a quarter away from picking up their 8th win and getting ready for a road trip on Friday. We'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Back here at Glenwood, start of the 4th quarter. That's going to be a foul. Probably the quickest foul in Georgia Alabama Sports Live history. Only took 6 seconds off the clock. And going to the line will be Bentley Mulkey, the 5'6" freshman for Wadley. It rattles in and out. Tomorrow we will have Sports Visions on the road. DJ Jones is live from New Orleans in preparation for the Sugar Bowl, the quarterfinal college football playoff between Georgia and Notre Dame. DJ knows something about that game. That was the rematch of the 1980 National Championship in the Sugar Bowl. It's Bobby Taylor Brazil, no good. Graham, good rebound. Back out to Crisco. Crisco good for 3. And rebounded by Brazil, no good. Another rebound by Bobby Taylor Brazil. She has got to have at least 10 rebounds. Just cleaning up the glass, just outstanding work. Well, this Glenwood team, they hustle. Graham puts up a shot, no good. Bobby Taylor Brazil again, no good. And that's going to be rebounded by Shepard. What effort by Bobby Taylor Brazil. Here comes Sprouting. No good. 3-point attempt. Rebounded by Emerson White. Here comes Mimi Johnson. She's got 17 points. Over to Emerson White. White for 3. Front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Amaya Brown. Brown lost the handle. And it's stolen by Graham. Brazil. Spin move off the glass and in. Very efficient post player is Bobby Taylor Brazil. And it is 52-25. Here comes Shepard. Shepard's going to shoot it from the arc and miss. It's going to go back to Glenwood, as they'll have a couple of days off before they get ready for Northeast Methodist. And then they'll have to turn around and play a Saturday afternoon game back here at the Pit against Pike Liberal Arts. As Brazil shot back of the iron, no good. Fighting for it, jump ball, and it's going to go back to Wadley. We appreciate everybody's support for Georgia Alabama Sports Live as we wind down 2024. We want to thank each and every one of you for making this a successful year, and we look forward to coming back into the new year, kicking 2025 off right. There's Amaya Brown for 3. No good. Her shot is just not falling. It was falling in the first half. She is stuck on 12 points. Mimi Johnson. Pass over to White. Inside to Crisco. A little floater up and good. Claire Crisco with 10 points and is now 54-25. Brown over to Shepard, top of the key. Swings it over to Spratting. Back out to Mulkey. That's going to be off of Wadley, and here comes a complete line change of players for Glenwood. Lily Moody, Rory Dunbar, Ava Burns, Caden Henderson, and Claire Hargrove. There's a good steal by Spratting. Spratting trying to fight for it, and that's going to be a jump ball. It's been all Glenwood here against the 1A school over in Randolph County. The Wadley Lady Bulldogs. Lily Moody, what a shot by Lily Moody, who as a sophomore has been contributing, coming off the bench. Nice pass to Amaya Brown, and she gets fouled. Well, Amaya Brown's got to get going for Wadley. She is the motor that runs this offense. She averages 22 points a game. She's had a frustrating second half. But she will go to the line. And this was a close game on. It was tied at 11. Glenwood pulled away in this game. And she misses the first. She makes one of two. Henderson over to Burns. Inside to Dunbar. Got it stolen by Shepard. And here comes Wadley. They're sprouting for three off the mark. No good, and that's going to go back to Glenwood. Coming into the game is Carrington Kushmar for Caden Henderson. And that's stolen by Amaya Brown. She's going coast to coast, puts up a shot, draws the foul. Good steal to try to get the transition bucket, and Amaya Brown, who has had a tough time at the line. She is 2 of 8 from the charity stripe. And she misses. 2 of 9. And I didn't notice that till now. We do have a running clock. Because the margin of victory, the margin of Glenwood's lead has forced the running clock here as Ava Burns travels. Which they will stop it after every timeout, but they're actually continuing to wind this clock down. We're now at 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the game. And putting up a shot is Amaya Brown. Brown is going to go to the line. She makes the first. She misses the second. That's going to be rebounded by Dunbar. Here comes Claire Hargrove. Over to Burns. Burns in the corner to Brazil. Inside to Dunbar. Dunbar puts up a shot, short. Rebounded by Maddie Robertson. And it's going to go out of bounds, and we still have a running clock as they're trying to finish this game and get ready for the Glenwood Gators coming up in about 10 minutes after the duration of this game. Here's Amaya Brown drawing the foul. And Amaya Brown is going to go back to the line where she has struggled. She is 2 for 10 from the line. We're less than a minute to go here in the fourth. Is she 2 of 11? I mean, she's had a tough time at the charity stripe. She missed them both, but gets her own rebound. A good job hustling for the rebound. Back out to Jones. No good. Hope Jones missed a three-point attempt, and Glenwood can just hold for the final possession here. Burns fighting for it. Jones, a foot race. Mulkey up, and that will be a foul. They're going to allow Mulkey to attempt these foul shots, and even though the clock just continues to wind down, they're actually going to stop the clock with 1 second. They're going to let her shoot these foul shots. What an effort by Glenwood today. She makes 1 of 2. And that will do it. The Glenwood Lady Gators get their 8th win of the season as they defeat Wadley 56-28. Coming up next, we got the Glenwood Gators taking on the Wadley Bulldogs. That is coming your way in about 10 minutes from now. We'll see you in a bit here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink. From amazing salads, wings, chicken fingers, and some of the best drinks around, there isn't a better way to enjoy our broadcast without getting some fantastic meals from Zaxby's. Check out the 2 here in Phoenix City, one off Crawford Road and the other on US 80. Thank you again to Zaxby's for sponsoring Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and make sure you call them for all your catering and tailgating needs this football season.
And welcome back to Glenwood as we get ready for the boys, as you got the Glenwood Gators taking on the Wadley Bulldogs. Glenwood comes in with a 10-5 record. Wadley 4-2 on the season. Taking a look at your starting lineup for the visiting Wadley Bulldogs. You got Demarius Spradling and Demon Spradling. You have Frisco Robertson, who averages over 20 points a game, Desmond Thomas, and Jabari Burns. One player to watch out for, Jaquez Wilkes, who was one of the key players on that championship football team as Wadley went on to win the single-A state championship. Remember, Glenwood was supposed to play Wadley in football as both teams were going into that game undefeated. But that game was postponed or completely canceled due to Hurricane Helene. Wadley is led by their head coach, Jarrell Burns, and Glenwood led by their head coach, Dusty Perdue. Assistant coaches, Matt Garner, J.J. Jackson, and Tyler Martin. Here's a look at the starters for your Glenwood Gators. Jadarian Holloway, also known as Swag. Levi Pender, who is back from injury from last year. Once he gets going, he is an outstanding shooter. Also plays quarterback for the Gators and baseball. River Baker. Braylon Alexander, he has been just an incredible sensation, an 8th grader. He's averaging 11 points a game, and he's really come on and contributed very well. And then the man in the middle, Tyler Sykes. One player that is out of the starting lineup is Mason McCrane, as he had another obligation, but he will be back in time for Pike Liberal Arts, as he has missed the last couple of games. But Glenwood is trying to bounce back from just – it was a heartbreaking buzzer beater. I mean, they fought tooth and nail against Chatco. But Champ Simpson puts up a shot, and Chatco ends up going 2-0 in the Border Wars. And it was the first time that Glenwood lost a game at the Border Wars. Noah Shelton did a fantastic job on the call. But we're glad that you're joining us here on this Monday afternoon before New Year's Eve. Happy New Year to everybody. Looking forward to wrapping up 2024 and getting ready for 2025. It's going to be an incredible year. I could feel it as the public address announcer, Wes Hargrove, announcing the starters. Does a great job with the PA announcing. You think of Glenwood, you got to think of Wes Hargrove, played safety for the Glenwood Gators. And he does a fantastic job supporting all Gator athletics. This broadcast is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC up in Opelika. They're a big supporter of Glenwood, as they sponsored the Border Wars as well. Also Zaxby's, the 2 Phoenix City locations. Judson Humphreys, Gordy Eye Care. We finally are airing that new Gordy Eye Care commercial. Looks fantastic. Love seeing that, Griff Gordy. Also Zaxby's. Yeah, we said Zaxby's. Buffalo Rock and Pepsi products. And CVCC, we are underway here at the pit. Swag with the ball now. Bounce pass into Sykes. Sykes over to Levi Pender. Pender open for 3, no good. Battling for that rebound. And here comes Wadley. And the first 2 points is Frisco Robertson, the leading scorer for Wadley. And Wadley has an early 2-0 lead. Here's Swag over to Pender. The right wing inside to Sykes. Bounce pass, double team. Back out to Alexander, and he traveled. Jabari Burns will inbounds it. Give it over to Spradling. Back over to his brother, Demon Spradling. So the backcourt has the Spradling brothers. Right wing to Frisco Robertson. Averages 20 points a game. Back out to Robertson. Spradling fires up a three. Front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Levi Pender. And here comes Pender pushing it across court over to Swag. Bounce pass over to Swag and Pender as Glenwood just moving the ball around. Spin move. Sykes puts up a shot. No good. Trying to get the rebound. Good hustle by Levi Pender. Swings it over to Alexander in the corner. Alexander, a long pass to Tyler Sykes. Thought about the three. Sykes over to Swag and no good. But Alexander comes up with the rebound and just not a good angle. Desmond Thomas all alone for the dunk is Frisco Robertson, and he quickly has 4 points for Wadley. I could already tell this Wadley team looks athletic, they look physical, and they like to run up and down the floor. Alexander over to Sykes. Swag in the far corner, gives it to Sykes. Swag, little floater, front of the iron, no good. Fighting for that rebound. Swag comes up with the ball. Lost it, back over to Sykes at the top of the key. Pass over to Swag on the right wing. Swag driving, little layup, shot attempt, no good, and Jadarian Holloway is going to go to the line for two. Jadarian Holloway, the 5'9" sophomore, his second year at Glenwood. The nickname Swag. As he misses the foul shot. River Baker in the starting lineup, the senior, in for Mason McCrane. Swag makes one at two. And here comes Spradling, up and in. Well, this Wadley team, they've got some offensive weapons. Glenwood may have to switch it up because Wadley on their first three possessions. A nice pass, a little give and go, and then there's a jumper by Alexander. A good pass by Swag. That's the ball movement. That's what we've been talking about, that extra pass. And Glenwood trails by 3. Over to Spratting. Inside, jumper, Thomas off the glass, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Jadarian Holloway, and here comes Glenwood on a fast break. Holloway puts up a shot, no good. And what a job by Alexander cleaning up the glass. He's got 4 points, and Glenwood trails by 1. Robertson inside to Thomas. Thomas, no good. Rebounded by Sykes. Here comes Pender. Pender pushing it up. Nice pass to Alexander. That's a foul on the floor. No shot. That's a foul on Glenwood. Actually, no, that's a foul on Wadley. That's their second team foul. Coming into the game is Tyler Clarity. Over to Pender, and we'll go ahead and start it up again with 4:48 left to go here in the first. Jadarian Holloway will get ready to inbounds it. Glenwood 10-5. They went 1-1 in the Border Wars. They beat Marion County late Friday night. That game ended at 11:45, and then the game against Chaco didn't end until midnight. Looks like this is going to be a technical foul on Wadley. Jadarian Holloway are going to shoot the technical. Wadley, a AHSAA school that's in classification 1A out of Randolph County. The Swag makes the first. Swag was the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game against Marion County. Swag makes them both. And Glenwood on a 6-0 run. And they have the ball. Here comes Jadarian Holloway. Running the point. Over to Clarity. Right wing. Bounce pass inside to Sykes. Sykes pivots. Back out to Pender. 3-second lane violation, and it's going to go back to Wadley. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget Thrift and I. Tonight, 8 o'clock, the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show. Don't want to miss it. Pass inside to Jabari Burns. Back of the iron, no good. Oh, what a shot. And an offensive rebound by Desmond Thomas. Thomas is going to go to the line to try to give Wadley the lead again. Here with 4:14 left to go here in the first. Thomas misses. Appreciate everybody watching us and all the fans here. As the kids are out of school, they don't come back to school until the 8th. But we're excited that they're here for another high-flying action of Glenwood basketball here at the Pit. Here's Clarity, right wing. Over to Alexander. Nice pass inside to Sykes. Sykes kicks it out to Levi Pender. Pender in the corner, swings it back out to Clarity. Clarity over to Alexander. Pass over to Swag. Remember, no shot clock in Alabama. Swag. Three is good. Jadarian Holloway makes it 10-6. Timeout, Wadley. Glenwood is on a 9-0 run with 3:47 left to go here in the first. We're going to go ahead and keep it here as we wind down 2024. This has been a fantastic year for live streaming sports here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, as this company was founded in 2023, in June of 2023. But I remember 2 years ago, I was helping Thrift Behringer out. We were live streaming games off his phone as we were part of the Border Wars 2 years ago. And just happy to be a part of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Truly blessed. And we're hoping that 2025 is an even better year than what we did in 2024. Wadley with the ball. Down 10-6. Sprouting. Over to Robertson. Frisco Robertson with 4 points. As Thomas for three. And that's going to be rebounded by Burns. Burns got it stolen by Tyler Sykes. Here comes Swag. Swag going to try to push it up the field. Swag, pull-up jumper. Back in front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Alexander. Alexander, oh, what effort by the 8th grader. Braylon Alexander with the offensive rebound. And now Glenwood on an 11-0 run against Wadley. Burns. Little Euro step, short. Frisco Robertson just could not get going. Glenwood comes up with the possession. Pass to Clarity. Yeah, we got a turnover. Greg Garner checking into the game. And I'm sure he's a relative, either a brother or a cousin of Griff Garner. Griff Garner was a senior on this team last year. And I say brother or cousin because I don't want to get it confused. If he is a cousin, I'm not going to say brother on the broadcast. As that shot by Thomas, no good. Rebounded by Spradling and picked up by Levi Pender. Here comes Swag. Swag trying to split the double team. Bounce past Alexander for three. No good. And what do we got here? Yeah, we got a foul on Glenwood. Glenwood, their first year in the AHSAA. They have beaten teams like Valley, Notasulga. They split the series with Lynette. Lost to Opelika. Oh, what a block by Tyler Sykes. Garner gets it. Swag trying to push it. Split the defenders. Layup short. Rebounded by Pender. We got another jump ball with 1:52 left to go here in the first. I thought they were going to bring out the sweat mop. But I'll tell you, that was the MVP on Saturday during the Border Wars. Thomas, quickly a double team and a foul. Garner was trying to help Sykes out, maybe trying to get a steal, but he got a little too aggressive It's the 13th foul for Glenwood, and Desmond Thomas, the 6'3 freshman, and looking at his size, 6'3", 260, I almost can guarantee you he's on the football team that just won the state championship for 1A. I'll have to go back and look at the football roster. Thomas makes them both. It's 12-8. Wadley breaks an 11-0 run by Glenwood. Here's Tyler Sykes. Nice pass to Garner. Good court vision by Tyler Sykes. It's 14-8. Here comes Spratting. Over to Thomas. Back to Demarius Spratting. You got the Spratting brothers. Thomas, little fade away. Good play by Jabari Burns trying to clean up the glass, but Tyler Sykes rips it down. How about Tyler Sykes pulling up that rebound? Swag likes to go fast. What a pass to Alexander. Jadarian Holloway with the court vision and the assist to the 8th grader. It's 16-8. Spratting passes to Thomas. Thomas puts it up and in. Desmond Thomas starting to get going. It's 16-10. Swag takes it across the logo. Over to Braylon Alexander. Swings it over to Garner. Left wing, bounce pass. Tyler Sykes, nice pass to Levi Pender. There was nobody in the lane for Wadley, and Tyler Sykes finds his wing player, and a steal by Tyler Sykes. Here comes Glenwood on a fast break. Sykes, pass, Garner, up, foul. And Gray Garner, the sophomore, going to go to the line for two as Glenwood, with 14 seconds left to go here in the first, lead 18-10. Unfortunately, that foul was going to be on Glenwood. Only their third team foul. So Wadley will get it back. With 14 seconds left to go, they have a chance for the final shot here in the first. You got Frisco Robertson. Oh, stolen. That looked like that was a foul on Wadley. That's only their fourth team foul. One more, and I'll put them on the line. 12 seconds left to go. We'll go ahead and we'll try this again. Swag will inbounds it. Over to Garner. A little pump fake. Jumper, short. Garner gets the rebound. Pender at the top of the key is good. Levi Pender. 2 seconds. One. And that will not fall for Demarius Spradling. So Glenwood, they were down 6-1. Now lead Wadley 21-10. What an incredible first quarter here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be back with a second. Don't go anywhere, as we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care.
Welcome back here to Glenwood. A big shout out to Griff Gordy. Gordy Eye Care played football for the Central Red Devils, won the state championship in 1993. Huge supporter. I'm just glad we've got the Gordy Eye Care commercial up and running. Big shout out to Chris Gates, Thrift Behringer for shooting that thing. We appreciate all of our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Pepsi, Chattahoochee Valley Community College, Zaxby's, and State Farm Care of Purdue. All right, start of the second quarter. Tyler Sykes. And if he gets going, look out. Tyler Sykes. Largest lead of the game for Glenwood. Stolen by Levi Pender. Here comes Swag. Swag driving, pass. Alexander, just a nice little floater that was short. Thomas comes up with a rebound. Here comes Robertson. Frisco Robertson. He's got 6 points. It's now 23-12. Here comes Jadarian Holloway. Pender lets one fire. Rebound at River Baker. No good. Thomas comes up with a rebound. Here comes Wadley once again, and a good job by Levi Pender to break up that momentum. With 7 minutes left to go here in this first half. Off the inbounds, inside to Thomas. Thomas, a little too much, but he gets his own rebound. Back of the iron, no good. River Baker. River Baker's doing a good job in place of Mason McCrane, who's got a family obligation, is not in attendance here, not starting. But how about Braylon Alexander with the three? The 8th grader who averages 11 points a game has had a huge impact for the Glenwood Gators. Nice pass, Thomas, but that was a little short by Demarius Spalding. That was too much on the shot by his brother Damon Spalding. Here comes Alexander. Nice pass to Levi Pender. Oh, what fundamentals. Pender, right place, right time. It's 28-12. Here comes Spradling. Inside to Thomas. Thomas off the glass and in. A good post player for Wadley. Desmond Thomas. And he is only a freshman. Bounce pass inside to Sykes. Pender, pull-up jumper. No good. Rebounded by River Baker. Baker with a floater up and good. Glenwood is rolling now, 30-14. Over to Robertson. Leading scorer for Wadley, averages 20 points a game. Oh, what a block by Levi Pender. Pass, Baker tracks it down. Back out to Pender. Levi Pender for three, and it's rebounded by Braylon Alexander, and it's pulled away by Jabari Burns. With 5:18 left to go here in the second. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. So Glenwood was down 6-1, and Wadley just seemed like they were a team that wanted to just wear you down, run up and down the court. They had very good transition buckets, and then Glenwood made the adjustments necessary. Coach Purdue drew up their offense. They went on an 11-0 run, and they have not looked back. This is the style that Glenwood's going to have to play. They're missing one of their post players, but Glenwood is just trying to get a feel for this Wadley team who's athletic. They come in with a 4-2 record. We know that Wadley has just a tradition and success of great sports teams. Their football team won the single A state championship. There's a three-pointer by Frisco Robertson. And he's got 7 points. And that was out of a timeout. They really needed that one. Here comes Swag. Little floater. Oh, and it just bounced forever, but good job by Jadarian Holloway. Pull-up jumper. Good! That's a way to respond if you're Glenwood. It's now 32-17. Here comes Robertson. NBA range three. Off the mark. Swag splitting the defenders. Oh, and it got it blocked. And that's going to be out of bounds. Glenwood will retain possession of the basketball. Swag will inbounds it. Over to Pender. Pender, bounce pass into Baker. Top of the key to Alexander. No good. That's going to be rebounded by Lynn Robertson. There's a three-pointer by Jalen Maribel. And Wadley with two quick three-pointers. They trail by 12 now. Inside to Sykes. Sykes, bounce pass to Pender. The whistle before the shot. And that's going to be a moving screen. And Wadley, with a little bit of momentum, down by 12. They'll get the basketball back with 4:01 left to go here in the second. Here comes Frisco Robertson. Over to Thomas. Oh, that was intended for Robertson, and Levi Pender takes advantage. Here's a 2-on-1 fast break. Pender all the way to the rack and count the bucket. And Levi Pender is going to go to the line for the three-point play. I tell you, Levi Pender, once he gets going, he is like a freight train. He was a huge contributor from last year's team. The injury, this was not the same team when Levi Pender went out with the injury. As he makes the foul shot, it's 35-20. I can almost guarantee they would have beat Bessemer Academy in the Final Four if they had a healthy Levi Pender. They lose to Bessemer Academy in the Final Four, and a big what-if. Would have loved to have seen them play Lee Scott in the championship. As there's a three-pointer is good for Tyler Clarity. And it is raining threes here at the pit. There's a pass to Robertson. Robertson inside to Thomas. Thomas, no good, gets his own rebound off the glass. And then a little tip drill by Desmond Thomas. He had 2 offensive rebounds on that sequence. And it is 38-22. Clarity. Over to Garner. Back over to Clarity. Clarity inside to Sykes. Garner lets one fly. Yes! That's 3 threes in the last couple of minutes. 41-22. As I interchannel my Marv Albert on that three-point shot. Just trying to change it up here. Hey, it's the last broadcast for a sporting event in 2024. Can't hold anything back. Wadley on the inbounds. Oh, that was trying to go for Frisco Robertson. That's going to be a foul on the Gators. And going to the line, Frisco Robertson, the leading scorer for Wadley with 7 points. Averages over 20 points a game for the Bulldogs from Wadley. And he misses the second. And Pender comes up with the rebound. Here comes Swag, trying to split the defenders. Corrects the dribble. Over to Garner, back over to Swag in the corner. Jadarian Holloway, top of the key to Pender. Good zone defense by Wadley. Spin move, Tyler Sykes gets his own rebound, puts up a shot, and he'll go to the line for 2. Tyler Sykes, a physical post player, is going to be playing a lot of minutes with the absence of Mason McCrane. But Tyler Sykes, who is well-conditioned, offensive line that protects Levi Pender's blind side. And actually, I think he's a guard. I'm not sure what position he plays on the O-line, as he does make the first. And then probably the number 1 starting pitcher for Coach Fanning, which, by the way, baseball is about 5 weeks away, just to remind everybody. You know we're going to be live streaming plenty of Glenwood baseball games, too. All right, it's 42-23. Thomas for 3, no good. Rebounded by Levi Pender. Pender has had an outstanding game. He's really stepped up. You know, and he's gotten into basketball shape. I know that when the basketball season starts, the football season is still going on. You know, it takes a couple of weeks to get into basketball shape. But he has just been tremendous for Coach Purdue. And that is going to be stolen. That's a steal for Spradling, goes up, and he will be fouled with 1:47 left to go until the half. As this is Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Go and like the Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show coming up at 8 o'clock tonight. That will be in about 2 hours. Hopefully this game doesn't go into overtime, as we might have to push back that till 8:30 maybe. (42-24). Swag over to Pender, left wing. Over to Garner. Garner driving the baseline. Being guarded by Robertson. Back out to Tyler Sykes. And Braylon Alexander driving all the way to the rack and loses it out of bounds. Frisco Robertson, and he will be fouled. And Robertson going to go to the line with 1:26. Robertson. And makes the first. Glenwood will be down in Dothan, Alabama this Friday, taking on Northeast Methodist. They were in the Border Wars. Didn't get a chance to see them. I think that the girls were in the Border Wars. I'll have to clarify on that. Timeout on the floor. 1:23 left to go here in the half. Glenwood leads Wadley 42-25. We'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Our family at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika would like to say thank you. It has been our great pleasure to serve the people of Alabama and Georgia for over 32 years. Our family-owned dealership is blessed to have some of the best employees and customers. From all of us at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we wish all of you a wonderful holiday season and a great 2025. Get ready to smile.
Back here at Glenwood, here's the upcoming schedule for the Wadley Bulldogs, who are 2-0 in their region. They are going to take on Gaston, or if you are a Disney fan, Gaston. That's going to be on the road. And then that's going to be on January the 3rd. January the 6th, they are taking on Beauregard, the Hornets out of Beauregard. And then at home against the Alabama School for the Deaf. And then Woodland, and then Randolph County. So a little rivalry there between Randolph County and Wadley, as Wadley is in Randolph County. Glenwood with the basketball. Over to Garner. Pender with it. Driving the lane, split the defender. What a nice move by Levi Pender. A little scoop and score. 44-25. Robertson, pass. That was intended for one of the Spradling brothers. That is Damon Spradling. And it's going to go back to the Gators. Less than a minute to go. Swag over to Sykes. Nice pass to Swag as Tyler Sykes. A little give and go. Largest lead of the game for Glenwood. 21 points. There's Wadley, 35 seconds. Pull-up jumper, no good. Getting the rebound was Demarius Spradling. Goes out of bounds off of Glenwood. Wadley with the basketball. Looking for Robertson. Back over to Burns. Over to Damon Spradling. Left wing, Robertson. Trying to draw up a play. Might just hold for the final shot here in the half. Bounce pass to Burns. Burns off the glass and in. Well, Glenwood with 10 seconds has a chance for the final shot. Here comes Swag. Top of the key. Bounce pass inside. A Garner is good. And another assist for Jadarian Holloway. And that is the half. The Glenwood Gators lead the Wadley Bulldogs 48-27. We'll be back after this as we got another half to go in the final game of 2024 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports
Our
Live
family at
wants to say
Glenn
thank you to one
Smith
of our
Chevrolet
presenting sponsors,
GMC in
Buffalo
Opelika
Rock,
would like to
and their
say thank
partnership
you.
with
It has been
everything
our
that we
great
do.
pleasure to
And
serve the
without
people of
business
Alabama
like
and
Buffalo
Georgia
Rock,
for
we
over
wouldn't be able to
32
go cover
years.
softball,
Our
volleyball
family-owned
games,
dealership
every
is blessed
type
to
of high
have some
school
of the
sports
best
you can think of, local
employees
college
and
games, and
customers.
professional.
From all of us
So
at
thank
Glenn
you to
Smith
those
Chevrolet
businesses that
GMC
support
in
us, and
Opelika,
specifically
we wish all of
Buffalo
you
Rock.
a wonderful
And next time you're
holiday
watching
season
Georgia
and a
Alabama
great
Sports Live broadcast,
2025.
after a
Get
nice
ready
long
to
day,
smile.
why not enjoy it with a nice, refreshing start?
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi.
Back here on the campus at Glenwood, we're at the half where the Glenwood Gators lead Wadley 48-27. Leading scores Levi Pender with 12, Jadarian Holloway with 11. Here's the upcoming schedule for the Glenwood Gators as they will travel to Dothan to take on Northside Methodist Academy on the 3rd. Back here at the pit, taking on Pike Liberal Arts on Saturday. Tuesday is going to be their first area game as they will travel 30 minutes up the road to take on the Beulah Bobcats. Then they're back at home on January the 10th, taking on Horseshoe Bend. And then they will be on the road on January the 11th, taking on Alabama Christian Academy out of Montgomery. And then their first region home game will be against Beulah on the 14th. And then you might want to circle your calendars for this one. It is going to be epic. Friday, January the 17th, Lee Scott Academy. Get your popcorn ready. Swag with the ball, right wing. Over to Pender. River Baker with it. And lost it. Here comes Jabari Burns. That's going to be a foul on Glenwood. Yeah, I had a chance to see Lee Scott Academy during the Border Wars. Called the 2 games. Hayden Harper had 30 points against Chaco in a 2-point loss, as that is missed by Spradling, rebounded by River Baker. And then they defeated Morgan County to go 1-1 in the Border Wars. Sykes passes it, top of the key. Pender thought about the 3. He's just going to drive the lane instead. Levi Pender having himself a game with 14 points. It has been all Glenwood in this game. And that is stolen by Pender. Pender trying to race down, spin move, puts up a shot, draws the foul. And Glenwood is doing this without one of their starters, Mason McCrane. But they are facing a very talented Wadley team, an athletic team out of 1A that won the football championship for 1A, as Levi Pender now has 15 points. And Pender makes them both. And stolen by Pender again. Nice pass to Swag. No good. Getting the rebound is Alexander and puts it up and in. Braden Alexander with the tip in. And it's been all Glenwood. That pass, nice pass, and Francisco Robertson misses the dunk. But Lynn Robertson ends up cleaning up the glass to stop the bleeding just shortly. It is 54-29. Sykes looking for a teammate. A little backdoor pass to Levi Pender, and he goes to the line. What a pass by Tyler Sykes. Just finding that backdoor lane. And Pender draws the foul, and he will go to the line for 2. And he makes the first. He's got 17 points. And he makes them both. He's been very good at the charity stripe. Look at that trap defense stolen by River Baker. Here comes Glenwood on a fast break. Alexander could not control the handles. It's going to stay right here with the Gators. With 5:56 to go in the third. Can Glenwood close out 2024 with a big win at home? Nice pass to Tyler Sykes, but it came up short. River Baker with a rebound. Gets his own rebound. Tip drill. And River Baker makes it 57-29. Everything going Glenwood's way. But knowing Coach Purdue, you do not want to let up. Glenwood needs to put the foot on the gas pedal. You could hear Coach Perdue just shouting the plays out. Always moving, always making sure. Look at that second effort by Swag trying to save it. That's going to stay right here with Wadley. There's a shot up, no good. That's going to be rebounded by Robertson. And that's going to be off the foot of Frisco Robertson, who's the leading scorer for Wadley with 11 points. Got 5:36 left to go. Over to Sprouting. Puts it up. No good. And look at Levi Pinder just chasing down that rebound. Here comes Swag all the way to the rack. And River Baker again. It's a 30-point lead for Glenwood. That's going to be a foul on Glenwood. That is their fourth team foul. With 5:13 left to go in the third, they could put Wadley at the line if they have one more foul. Is that another foul? That's the 15th foul. So going to the line for the Wadley Bulldogs is number 2, Demarius Spradling, the 5'11 junior. With 5:09 left to go here in the third. And Spradling misses. Tyler Clarity checks into the game. The 5'8 freshman for Braylon Alexander, who's just had a phenomenal season for the 8th grader. As Spradling makes one of two. Glenwood up by 30. Here comes Swag, a little floater. Good! Jadarian Holloway with 13 points. Three-pointer off the mark. Trying to save it was Lynn Robertson. That's a jump ball. Good job by Robertson. Wadley will get the basketball. Down by 32. Over to Burns. Burns, little crossover floater, draws the foul. And I know one thing that's got to frustrate Coach Perdue is just these ticky-tack fouls that the Gators have been committing here in the third quarter. It's putting Wadley at the limit. It's really killing momentum. It's stopping the clock. It's given Wadley just fresh legs to try to draw up a play next. And this is where you don't want to let up if you're Glenwood. You've got to find a way to just answer every time Wadley scores a basket. Swag. And he gets fouled. Levi Pinder leading all scorers with 17 points. Jadarian Holloway has got 13. That will be a non-shooting foul. And it's only the third team foul for Wadley. Wadley, an AHSAA Class 1A school. These two schools were supposed to play in football. It was a very anticipated matchup. Both teams were undefeated, but the game got canceled because of Hurricane Helene. The weather conditions was not favorable, and plus the travel conditions. Plus, we didn't really know the path of the hurricane, where it was going to go. So a non-region game, they did not have time to make that one up. Wadley would go on to win the 1A state championship. Here's Tyler Sykes at the logo. Over to Swag. Over to Clarity, driving the baseline. Clarity puts up a shot. And saved by number 13, Trey Heath, coming into the game for the first time. And that's another foul on Glenwood. And so we're going to go to the other side of the court, and Wadley's going to shoot free throws. And to the line is Jabari Burns. And Burns misses as it hits the back of the iron. And Burns makes 1 of 2. Swag, I'm shocked they did not call. Well, it was close. Here comes Swag, and he is going to draw the foul. 30-point lead for Glenwood with 4:09 left to go here in this contest. The final sporting event that we will be airing on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Happy New Year to everybody. The first sporting event that we will be live streaming in 2025 will be Pacelli and Dothan on Friday. Mike Peacock and Coach Corey Black on the call. Swag has got 15. Oh, Wadley's going fast. There's Tyler Sykes. Here's Swag. One-on-one all the way to the rack, and no good. And that's going to be rebounded by Robertson. Here comes Wadley on a fast break. Nice backdoor pass to Demarius Sprading, and that's back to a 30-point lead for Glenwood. Bounce pass. Sykes. Up and in. Tyler Sykes putting in the work. It's 66-34. Three-pointer. No good. Attempt by Trayvon Reynolds. And here comes Tyler Sykes over to Jadarian Holloway. Holloway takes it across the timeline. Back over to Sykes, the top of the key. Thought about passing it off. Spin move, pivots. Good. Count the bucket, and Tyler Sykes is going to go to the line for the three-point play. And then coming into the game is going to be Aaron Carter after the next dead ball. And Sykes misses. Pass, three-pointer. No good by Demarius Sprading, and it's rebounded by Tyler Clarity, rather. I apologize to the Clarity family. I'm going to make sure to get the Clarity brother right. There's Pender, top of the key, swings it over. Garner, just a little miscommunication. He was trying to pass it to Swag. And it's going to be Wadley basketball. There's a three-pointer from the corner. Is no good by Trayvon Reynolds. That's the second three-point attempt. Swag. Carter into the game. Here's Clarity for three. Front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Aaron Carter. Carter! Oh, and he draws the foul. Oh, and listen to this. He hears it from his teammates. Aaron Carter, the 6'3 junior, is going to go to the line for two. 68-34 with 2:18 left to go here in the third. A strong performance by Glenwood today. Misses them both. And puts up the shot is Levi Pender, who's got 19. Shot up, No good, and trying to pull down that offensive rebound is Sprouting. Burns, Carter with the steal. And then that shot is good by Frisco Robertson off the steal. And Robertson will go to the line. He's got 13. So right now the leading scorer is Levi Pender with 19 points. Frisco Robertson to the line, and he makes it. It is 70-37. Glenwood on top over Wadley. Here comes the 8th grader, Braylon Alexander, spin move. Alexander, nice pass to Aaron Carter. Missed the shot. Here comes Robertson. Robertson, and a foul. And Robertson will go to the line for 2. And he missed. And he makes 1 of 2. And here comes Glenwood. Here comes Alexander. Alexander lost it. Here comes Robertson with a dunk. He missed the dunk. But then putting up the shot is Trayvon Reynolds, and it's back to a 30-point lead for Glenwood. Garner, and that's going to be a foul. Glenwood trying to pick up their 11th win. 11th win of the season. As they get ready to travel on the road to Northeast Methodist on Friday. And they will be back here against Pike Liberal Arts on Saturday. And then back on the road on Tuesday against Beulah. As Garner makes 1 of 2, it is now 71-40. Robertson, back of the arc, no good. A tip by Sprouting. That is no good. Rebounded by Reynolds. Look at Alexander trying to fight for the loose ball. A little fadeaway jumper off the glass by Trey Heath, no good. That's going to be rebounded by Carter. And here comes Alexander. Fast break. Euro step. Blocked. What a block by Frisco Robertson. And that shot is off the mark. Rebounded by Clarity. Over to Garner. Garner and Clarity seeing some valuable minutes in this game. There's Garner for 3. No good. Well, Garner with the rebound, and Clarity had the 3. Garner got the putback. Is now 73-40. And that's going to be a foul on Glenwood. And going to the line once again will be Wadley. Trailing by 33 with 10 seconds left to go here in the third. And Trayvon Reynolds will miss the first. So we appreciate everybody watching us on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Rattles in and out. 10 seconds. 9. Alexander. 5. Alexander. Pass. Clarity. No good. And that is how the third quarter ends. Glenwood leads Wadley 73-40. We got one more quarter to go in the final game on Georgia Alabama Sports Live for 2024. We'll be back right after this quick commercial break.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
We have got one more quarter to go. Glenwood leads Wadley 73-40. Don't forget, in about an hour and a half, Thrift Behringer and I will have the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show, the final Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show for 2024. We will have our year in review and also a segment on unsolicited hot take. Oh, the Falcons. Oh, it's been a tough season for the Atlanta Falcons as Braylon Alexander gets the 2 points and it's 75-40. College football playoff, DJ Jones is in New Orleans for the Sugar Bowl. Notre Dame and Georgia, a rematch of the 1980 National Championship. Pender over to Baker. River Baker, top of the key. Back out to Pender, who's got 19 points. Tyler Sykes with it. Passing it to Swag. Swag with the dribble. Back over to Sykes. Good movement by Glenwood. Now to Braylon Alexander, right wing. They're just swinging it around. Nice pass inside of Braylon Alexander. Pump fake. Goes up. Draws the foul, and Braylon Alexander will go to the line for 2. And yes, we do have a running clock now. As Glenwood is up by 35, they will have a running clock. As Alexander misses the first. Our next couple of games this week, we've got our next game will be Friday, Pacelli taking on Dothan. And then on Saturday, we've got New Creation Christian Academy taking on Calvary Christian. That will be 2 o'clock on Saturday. As that shot is missed by Trey Heath. River Baker with the rebound. It looks like Coach Purdue is going to bring in his subs in the next dead ball. Sykes swings it over to Pender. What a performance by the Gators today. Nice pass, Tyler Sykes to Swag, and it's now 78-40. I want to say Holloway's got 17. We do have I made sure to get official stats at the half. A three-pointer off the mark. It's going to go out of bounds, still with a running clock. And we're going to get like a complete line change here. Is coming into the game for the very first time, Noah Hudler. Also 22, Sawyer Moss. A big shout out to his mother, Margaret Moss from Bowden Realty, as they have been a proud supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. There's a three-pointer, no good, by Demarius Spratting. Also Aaron Carter into the game. Gray Garner. Tyler Clarity. Let's say the future here for Glenwood. Get some valuable playing time here. I tell you what, I cannot wait till the next Glenwood Gators coaches show. I know Noah Shelton and Coach Dusty Purdue are probably going to find some time, maybe next week, to do a coaches show. We've got a lot to talk about. The Border Wars. We'll have 3 games after the Border Wars to talk about. Prepping for area play against Beulah and Lee Scott and Dadeville. Carter, backdoor pass to Clarity. Oh, no, that's a rebound by Sawyer Moss. And Wadley coming up with it all alone. Is he going to dunk it? No, he just lays. Oh, and he missed the layup. Lynn Robertson misses the layup, the putback by Sprouting, no good. Robertson and Aaron Carter rips that one down. And now here comes the Gators. Garner looking for a teammate, puts up a shot and draws the foul. And with a running clock, they're going to have a bunch of time taken off the clock here. As to the line is Gray Garner. Back of the iron, no good. So 2 years ago when Glenwood won the AHSAA state championship, Noah Shelton was on the call for Beam. We had Brandon McCrane, Mason McCrane, Lucas Holman. I remember that team. That was a very special team. We had a chance to call them in the Border Wars. They ended up beating Macon East in the championship, beat Lee Scott in the Final Four. Last year, lost to Bessemer Academy in the Final Four. Lee Scott would go on to win the AHSAA championship, beating Bessemer Academy. Driving the lane is Noah Hudler. Hudler misses, gets his own rebound, puts up a shot. It's in the back of the cylinder. Yeah, Noah Hudler saying he got fouled, but I think the refs are just going to let that one slide. There's Robertson. Little pump fake, Maribel. That's going to be a foul on Glenwood. Going to the line is going to be Jaylon Maribel, the freshman. Wadley's going to go to 4 and 3. They will be on the road taking on Gaston. That's going to be rebounded by Garner. Here comes Clarity. Clarity over to Hudler. Hudler looking for somebody, trying to pass it. Now Moss with it. Back out to Hudler. Hudler being guarded by Maribel. And that is stolen by Heath. Here comes Wadley all the way to the rack and in as Frisco Robertson has his 17th point of the game. And he's had a quiet day for Wadley. Here comes Garner. Oh, what a shot by Garner. It's 80-41, and Robertson, he's just scoring some points in bunches, 19 points. But less than a minute to go in this game. Back out to Garner, or Clarity. Nice pass. Oh, and Robertson says, get that out of here. That was one of those highlight film blocks, but it's not going to matter. Glenwood up 80-43. Yeah, it's going to be stolen by Heath. Long pass to Robertson. Robertson's still playing tough. That shot is short. Robertson, he's just padding the stats now. Gets his own rebound, 10 seconds. Stolen by Garner. And here comes Garner. Pull-up jumper, no good. Long pass. And that will do it. The Glenwood Gators defeat the Bulldogs from Wadley to close out the 2024 calendar year with a big win. They go to 11-4 on the season. And what a year it's been for all athletics on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Correction, 11-5. Wadley goes to 4-3. Glenwood gets ready for Northeast Methodist, which will be this Friday. So for Richard Holdridge, saying so long, here from the pit. Don't forget, in about an hour and 15 minutes, we will have the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show with Rip Behringer and myself. That's coming up in an hour and 15 minutes. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. And Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2025.